Have you ever been on your way to do something truly important, only to be interrupted? A flat tire on the way to a job interview. A phone call with bad news right before a big presentation. Interruptions are frustrating. They feel like delays, like obstacles to the main event. The Gospel of Mark is full of these moments. In fact, the author uses a special literary technique that scholars call intercalation, or a Markan sandwich. He'll start one story, deliberately interrupt it with a second, seemingly unrelated story, and then finish the first one. He's not a clumsy storyteller. He's a brilliant theologian. And he wants us to see that with Jesus, an interruption is never an accident. It's a divine appointment. Nowhere is this more powerful than in Mark chapter 5. A synagogue ruler named Jairus falls at Jesus' feet, begging him to heal his dying daughter. Jesus agrees, and they rush off. This is the main event. But on the way, they're interrupted.
And there was a woman who had had a discharge of blood for 12 years. She had heard the reports about Jesus, and came up behind him in the crowd and touched his garment. And immediately the flow of blood dried up. And Jesus, perceiving in himself that power had gone out from him, immediately turned about in the crowd and said, "Who touched my clothes?" And the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came in fear and trembling and fell down before him and told him the whole truth. And he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." While he was still speaking, there came from the ruler's house some who said, "Your daughter is dead. Why trouble the teacher any further?" But overhearing what they said, Jesus said to the ruler of the synagogue, "Do not fear, only believe."
Here is the profound theological insight. Mark links these two stories with a key detail. The woman had been suffering for 12 years. Jairus' daughter was 12 years old. One life was defined by 12 years of suffering. The other's life was ending after just 12 years. The healing of this woman feels like a tragic delay. Every moment Jesus spends with her is a moment Jairus' daughter is slipping away. But the interruption isn't a delay. It's a demonstration. Jesus is giving Jairus a real-time lesson in faith. He watches Jesus heal a chronic, hopeless 12-year condition with a simple touch. This miracle is meant to prepare Jairus' heart for the devastating news that is coming, and to arm him with the faith to believe Jesus, even when faced with the finality of death. Our lives are filled with interruptions we didn't plan for. The unexpected diagnosis, the financial setback, the family crisis. They feel like obstacles. But this passage asks us to reframe them. What if that interruption is actually a divine lesson? A demonstration of God's grace meant to build our faith for whatever is coming next. Here is your exhortation for today. Think about the biggest interruption in your life right now. The problem that is delaying your plans and causing you anxiety. Instead of just seeing it as an obstacle, ask God this one question. Lord, what are you trying to teach me in this delay? What demonstration of your power are you showing me right now that is meant to prepare me for what's next?